Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a quick lighting breakdown for you guys. So today we're going to be breaking down two different interviews with very similar lighting setups. One of the locations we were filming at gave us a little bit more flexibility where we had the ability to move things around and really shape the light how we wanted to, whereas the other location, we were met with a few challenges and had to pivot, and we were still able to get a really nice look. However, it was just a little bit more challenging because of lower ceilings and not having as much room. So with this interview setup, I went with 3 different lights. Our key light is the Nanlite Forza 500, bouncing into a 4x4 frame. Our hair light is a Amaran P60, I believe, an Amaran P60 LED panel. And then finally, we have our background light, which is a Amaran 300C with a gobo on it. I went with the window filter insert, which kind of gives you that sun coming through the window shadow effect. Here I am just doing a few final checks. Here's the before without any of the lights. So the space itself already had a nice ambient lighting to it. So we had a lot more control in this space, whereas the next location, we didn't necessarily have as much flexibility. And each interview, we had about a little over 2 hours to set up, film, and wrap on location. So we were also in a time crunch. So for the second shoot, when I got on location, I already knew that this was going to be a much more condensed lighting setup. So immediately I knew I wasn't going to be bringing in a bunch of C-stands that would take up more space. So I ended up using the Nanlite Forza 500 again as our key light, and I just bounced it into a corner of the room, and that light essentially just bounced back onto our subject to create a nice flattering soft key light. And then for the fill, the room fill, I did the same thing with a Amaran 200D, and I just bounced that towards the opposite corner of the room, which gave us a nice ambient room fill to fill in some of the shadows. And then finally, I just added a hair light behind our subject, which was the Amaran P60 LED panel, once again, with a little softbox on it. Oh, and cameras, I used the Sony FX3 with the 35mm 1.4. For our B cam, we had a Sony a7S III with the 50mm 1.2. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Whenever I do get the opportunity and the time to actually shape light, it's definitely a treat. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.